I was saying, I say, for today's agenda, and to us, so, yeah, Brenda, corner, my guest say, alright, Ernest Adade. What can I say? Many aquaba. Boko, dear. Okay. Shetia for Niam now, presidential primaries. I shall see Benjamin and the Didi Hong Comonia, they are MCV and Shed any Hong Comobia. And see, you better share, yeah, ban said an AC bar, resource and said AC by. I feel the way forward. And a party and Casacra and Kabumo near Koswa Denta and a young common a huge. Now, yes, one I communication director of them and what title near the way?
We are in charge of business development and communication.
My assembly.gov.gh. A big platform.
Bye platform.
And no, yeah, say will be a property rate. Say will be a tria on his own.
Property rate. So the son of the country will say,
I was a Sikana won't can't you. Now, what does one
business development
and communications?
It's a
title,
my assembly.
Our main country in Chile, who was out there. Who was that? Who was out there? So, damn, how do you start to damn
development and communication? So, did you say,
Sikabeba. And as Sikana say, did you know about baby? I be best soon. So,
you can fast to develop our concept in the idea, on a lead. And I was born with you.
I said, me started here near my big man. Ava, near my way, me started dear train. So, why would him say, no near you, ma'am? I've been chasing this IT stuff for years. Oh, Cotton, I'm a focus. I don't pay me.
Charlie,
okay, over maturity for now. Mother will be BRC, especially Moamuye. Moutier netu ene motion netu ene moutier on my FM. Moya dear pa esanse for years now. Nkrofo bebre wo ho no amfa me nam na me tu kwan na me dru baby. Ma me bi hu me o say eh bra me ni mo baby na me si antempa cho ha de ma gronta ma hanti me ni se ma hia oda. No si anya wo na ya na wo netu no. Na me si o ma mpa cho ani. I see, oh, the woman was excited.
Yeah.
And I was happy because me so na two my platform, my drew baby, I can say only me. Because if you be moon so estate no so people no so higher or my estate needing. I want to mammy be a run if you are not say, oh, only me. Or kind no nature say net two no me. It gave me the impression that people watch net two, especially MPP at the 4. And Womwa or Muwo Akumapa Edima MPP no. Omupe MPP mu information a ehucha a ekroje a undiluted a bebre omudani omani edihwe na 2 ene sombeti radio a my FM. Yes shall be crime open authentic information a party a udon wakuma ni ubibia womu a MPP ho. One of the stations and our station, I say, Udi when ya we did no crama all over these years, no, net 2 any on my FM. Inti Munko Sunti, an operator me behind the scenes, na me catch am of us. Mo institute some reward to be Emma ardent listeners. Because Obi Ohonoma on changing the TV Koto baby ada. He has been a very, very, very ardent listener. It is a management, a bedroom dream hona omaye bibia bronya you say emra opportunity ni beba bia ye deba institute bibi na ye dia reward ardent listeners say ebeboa. Java me enemy intro na no me say obebi sami adenta be ye dey adenta actually ho answer me say me pe di be fa
we say election year parliamentary presidential primaries some for be any free ban say dey ko
so okay onim say adenta so ye ma showdown it's a good thing. It's a good thing because sada no me calls be brave na I believed we were going to give them even a bigger showdown. And Yama on showdown, no dear, and so I believe said the ground is ripe. In fact, we are meeting be a woman ho, and I may can so say Honorable has a very good opportunity. The way no a be door be a man. A man who say yes, he is capable. Ground no a year man because the time or make a decision say obeko. Any the election no never in power. Under normal circumstances, on to me and nante electorate no so be empre no so kra na oni a sitting vice president. Why ni nyuma wananti o man ni mu nyina dele why nipa wo ye MPP ni awuni vice president ya na anu odin kakra and he's been around and he went head to head against the sitting vice president, and he was able to at least give him a showdown in certain critical areas, especially who headquarters votes.
Yes.
Prior to that, not the impression is penning for nipa bakwechi. But look at the vote that came from there. Greater Accra, East Legon, where the middle class is. He seemed to have won all. And Kabibia Chere Ghana for say. Bebia ni womu akakra wo mboto mu ana bibi omu pe obi owo omu level na adwene ti se omu ma ama na bedi Ghana ni because where we have the middle and the upper class adenta no etc those areas honorable we need so he should also tell him he himself to something me te hono de na wo ma adwene mu no so this you also send a message to honorable and Kasa say there is a class of people they want to make him their man.
Yes, you're right.
But that class of people, no, the few I mean, sometimes say my boss back could be frame. Say munko na munkoi. Only these are his words. Munfa say, hey, ma munko ye mwati biya wo. Unsa nkola we ya mwaba mu. And he was. This is somebody who doesn't care who is in the Jubilee House. But of he was speaking, say and so many others. And I'll said that class of people now junior won't say ubi or team business as here ebeboa. Onya ubia and ya you say a woman kun and at the practicals no. Na Ghana hano and woman ye aboy empa and so one more modio monsa esi for mubehu owura despite no sian Agyapong no they are not one more abong my professor ne hwan no they are driving the economy. The people driving the economy ne kakra bi no mode nwuma enko an na eko one more aka ne ye one more mode omonsa aso ade mu aye adwuma enti no the message this tells me, say it should go to honorable and say the kind of people who want you to be a leader are the kind of people who might not be too comfortable with certain things. He has his money, he wants to protect his money. What do I say? Or now person sika ni bi ka ho or woni baby papa biti or person boss ani fie no ho ban on person bi abeba be yeku na waja ne dan ni mansion papa bi ho ni car papa bi na wadwane eja ho na so jani bi abefa akotwi no kwa. They have those class of people no woniama omodwene ho person ni business flourish into say there are shortcomings within the economy or no problem. Sankrofo na omu honorable appeal to omu. I will only advise me shano one on one me wo mefutu am de be ma no I know ye de ye ta kan de bia no. The way you come out, the way you speak will change. The diplomacy and all that will have to come in. Because now you're hunipa or mudi wechi. Those people too drive things. It is, I believe this is a huge encouragement, Emma Honorable. Say there is a next time ahead.
There is expect that figure now.
In fact, from the beginning, my candid opinion is that Honorable was ahead. From the beginning, but Saubekaya mekanedem it wasn't on air.
Yeah.
Off air no me can say A B C D. This is what the situation is going to be, and I knew that we have lost a huge grounds by then. Oh, but they are off-air conversations, and normally you know the yeah, me say that his outburst is making him lose the polls on the ground is not favoring him, and I gave my reasons why the polls have changed against him. Originally, now the polls were all in his favor, but after he made certain statements, we advised him those early days and said the best thing that will work for him is for him to keep quiet and sit back. And Bawumia did that perfectly. When he knew that if people hit him with issues on the economy, he will be found wanting. He never gave any lecture throughout his campaign. Yeah. He never engaged on those things. The campaign message, because the message would have been on the economy. That's what we marketed him for. But a Drew Hono or Shay, that was a shortfall on his from his side, while weakening he's veered away from that completely. And we also expected that from Honorable. You know your weakness. So if you know, say, it will be push you to the wall now, this is what the outcome will be. I would have veered off from that. So those things made him lose a lot of grounds. And by the day we were discussing that thing, now this Northern statement has come. Let me tell you, it's a truth. What he said, he never said anything bad. Yeah. Never said anything. What your kind the truth on the ground. And he was campaigning. He was campaigning. And he also say, what the woman can do, I never saw anything wrong with it, but my opinion is you are on a political front. Always the spin doctors will come to work. Anything that happens within that time, spin doctors will go to work on it. And the spin doctors so you're fine. Your kaya na Kenya boni. But spin doctors so they almost spin too. So money say nipa kubi dia on. And that is politics. It's done everywhere. Yeah, and this is for and at that time, I expected a lot more diplomacy because he said I didn't want to discuss these things on air. But he said there's in governance there is diplomacy. And he said, oh yeah, before ambassador, you didn't call me a brief or before me I did not call me a debrief. It happens at all those levels. Obi bedi mampenia. Asa na obetna akonwa so no ye ne tenase. Ubeye mampeni untumi nyese in fact me papa penny bi me tin nka chepa ono first time I was appointed to a board. One of friend me call ni hono ye di nkomo afa si o ati me din wo radio so na o my idea o nyame hira me o tu me fu wi no say free na eko sa bush canteen hono me mpese me hu hobio. Now, bush canteen there. People will be looking up to you. I say, Papa Penimu. I say, you can do this. You cannot do this. I expected the day we made a decision to become, the day Honorable made a decision, say, the old ways of addressing people and all that will go into a different level of diplomacy. Yeah. And that one, I think we didn't do too well for him. Then the American say, so he should remember that there is a next time. Yeah. She said, don't be. There is a next time. So, the bibinti and you see him and they are petchiami man. What do you say? Nana can't 7 tena or chamia treneno. No, I can't tell man for. And yes, I did Nana can yenti. But Nana can't, not chami de kakra akahona yede. So there is a next time. There will be a lot of work going forward into this next time. Because everybody believes if he came in a little earlier, if certain minor things were done a little better, we would have gotten a better a way better result. That does not mean this one he didn't break the ice. I am telling you that Nipa na adwene say with 30%, that's 30 what? 37%, 37 plus percent, Onya the Nipa is joking. Compare him to the other opponents. You will see the kind of giant he fought and got 37%. Because the others were insignificant. Even though these two, as for Adade can wait. But Akutofri, I expected way better from him. He has been a minister over the period. He made his decision early. He announced the Ukaya.
Yeah.
Or announcing early Abi and Humbeba Asem Kakra or tone down Kakra. So I was expecting him to have performed better against Honorable. Few months ago, Ukaya, the first time we were speaking about this thing, he said he also support
there was a small meeting.
Yeah. He said he won't go. So it took him time to make the decision. And in our kind of politics, so be aware the politics we are assemblyman, assemblyman. I think that's the beginning. Okay, unit committee now the beginning of our political ladder. Assemblyman now one copy ni be nice on temwa. It goes against you.
Yeah.
Ubeko no si you na ubeko na one ka na one hwe ye kura na pani bi kote say yes amofa bepe MP won peso aso ha na amofa ntu ne nan ama mebo na amane it can go against you big time.
Yeah.
So not deciding early in our kind of body politics, no, a hard dream. What he did, in fact, he worked a miracle. I don't know how many people can do that, but we could have still done better if we strategized well. And going forward, you know,
okay. But then I will share any more from the party. Sabria we are banning we never parliamentary primaries and so. But for now, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the leader of the party. And we share any more say how do they combine situations? One more contest maybe or more and to me ending kunim. Let
me go and borrow my thinking from 2007. My thinking from 2007 was that Emra ye choose Unanado we no say Omampeni Kufo that time no he would have strategized and stepped back, taking one step back. He's still president, but Oba step back. Then we will immediately begin to project the current candidate. That time, no, don't forget, the conditions no, were way better than we have now. If me mampeni nanadwa, fortunately, nipa na obewini no akoye na bedi echire onena nanti ache onim na nomuntu onim sede odwen onim sede oyene nyama. I want to believe the president knows he can trust Bawumia. Me jidie no say omampeni nim say obetumi odini rebetumi ahye owura Bawumia mu. Me de senka me obi a metu mampeni fo no obetumi atia. He should take one step back. He's still president. Bibia cabinet meetings or no abeche na ade, but edru say ye tu niama bi ho anamu wo man no mu a omanani kan.
That's what I shall say that.
If
programs are
Omanendi kind, the beer on call me sabbatical, and you say, oh, free of mine, but on your narrative say, it is the way for MPP to win. Let me tell you, we have one whole year. I want to see this a Bawumia decision, a Bawumia project
and programs.
Yeah. Not programs. I want a Bawumia project.
Okay.
A Bawumia project. Or yeah, say we want to rescue the economy. We want to do this. We want to do that. Sanya manu enye ura Bawumia na edikai. He has a president to protect. He has a presidential ambition to protect. Ura Bawumia has a whole life of being a president ahead of him. He has a whole record of an 8-year cycle that has never been broken to break. Into Owura Bawumia, the Adade nimuno, it's never happened before. And see that, Ghana body politics.
Very well, but I know John Dramani, but just after the election, Owura Mahama see form. I mean,
exactly.
Washasia or engage crowd.
Yeah.
Offense Bawumia. Light in terms of politics, so which
no. But let me tell you, politics one. To say I'm a now you me mampenia, and you me wana menam. Minkwa me kwa ye. Ye ni sample. And Debia, you can say politics, you fire bottom sika nkwan ye. Udi bottom ska nkwan kwa ya obe crash. Because a bedroom baby, you will see the spending. Wow, so people will have to help, people will have to donate, people will have to bring ideas. Mimi Gigi said, look, I have a lot of confidence the Baumia team can do it. What can kill Ura Baumia is vindictiveness. MPP4. Say MPP4 na omo ben Ura Baumia no adwene beye wom say amofa de oyenipa bone kwame Adade de onkan ye it will crash the campaign one like that. Already, the American say Ura Baumia has some albatross hanging on his neck, not his making. But we have a grassrooter. They went and voted for him, all right. But the grassrooter, Omukoto Abama and Nonsono Bebri, they are aggrieved. So we have problems on the ground, and he has a huge work to do before then. I believe he is capable. It is people who are very close to Ura Baumia who can crush him. And that one, I want to believe he should know by now. If he doesn't know, say, there will be people around him. In fact, there will be people, sponsors, who will say, see what in the Ghanaian body politic, there will be sponsors of Ura Baumia. Omube can say, now, who say, Uni Kennedy Kranam Babia, you know, wasem. And because of their standing and their positioning, it can influence you. I mean, can't say specifically Ura Kennedy. All I'm saying here is hypothetical. Examples are in mind. But Obetumi can say, Asima senior binting that be men ben uben say. Those things can come to hunt. It always happens in the Ghanaian body politic. It always happens. And MPP and this we have all been close to power. We understand these things, and we know how it works. It is so no ankasa per se campaign eko yie dia. Media, my dream say, Auntie Asia said, a Juma done any mono, esun. Yet Tosumi, there is a thinking and Crawford didn't say, oh, yeah, main, we can wait for the next 4 years. And you know, a Juma no crano, and yet this coming 4 years, na say, oh, Ramama, over 4 years. Now, about 4 years, no, yeah. By that time, now Biam Ura Baumia into Yabet to me I train the next 4 years. Me can say, look, Ura Alan, if Alan won 2007, I have the confidence that we would have won the election. Beyond that, even now that if he didn't win the election, Ura Alan would have been more relevant. But Ura Alan forgot himself. That between 2007 now, no, Alan cash money for the what? Cash for the boys. Now, Alan cash, between 2007 and 2023. How many years? And the children going to vote did not know the Alan cash. They know Alan Chremantin. So Alan Chremantin's behavior should have been different from Alan Cash's behavior. But he still thought that he was still Alan Cash. When I say Alan Cash, me chere the na ya ton, the na ya marketing, the microphone say, oh Alan, your bar say he still thought MPP4 na eko to abandon any Alan Cash. So they would do the needful. So his approach to the election was different from the Onuna Junior and say, Ura Baumia. Ya say, oh, Baumia crowd gravitas, as the MDC people are saying. Oni gravitas. Mahama has said it. I heard Inusa Hussein saying it. Baumia crowd ni gravitas. And no nebe mane buba Mahama na emuno. That is what is going to break Mahama, because their approach to the election may be different from when they see him as a threat. South Asia say. This analysis I'm doing, obi etie for ndwene ho say Medialan na eye mfato ho say Owura Alan na oye na adwene say I'm going to take my destiny into my own hands and fight my battle. When Owura Nana Danko Akufo-Addo fighting to raise the economy, do his free SHS ni Nyamano, he would have been with the party people on the ground.
What would change about economy we are looking for a sort of finance minister by Comrade Shebelefie. Na 2024 budget on the parliament. Be home como na about the entire country. Ni na have said the sequel. So what's the economy no change here? Be making impact.
Why not? Ghana young politics now is a kenke and fish economy, the street economics. Street there no. Ukoton kind of economy yes. Simply put, President Kufuor Nkrumah here is simple. Shawufufu so na tuaba. Shawabra bom na tuaba. That is the only thing. The main thing Ghanaians vote on. So when Mahama was saying, say, oh, me my Dubai, my SA, me Pennsylvania, Kosi Hospital, when he was saying that thing, the people were looking at Namna Wariamana to Dumpino. So the economy, certain economic indicators coming up will save a lot of face, will give a lot of credibility to the campaign. I know you're not correct. But Adia Ghana for shed it to a back. I'm telling you that thing too will favor Urabaumia. Wabedi Adie Mfie Enson Konim Fie Mochiso. Where yet vice Nanado ni running mate for another 8 years. Up till say I yet them high Kasai. Ubian to me fan and see Adia Bakuso. Say Urabaumia, this matter, corruption matter, has passed through his table and now I come. Once a yenya no say because the nyama mienu na Ghana for share de to aba eno na ma kan hwe fufu so and he say hey amofa no mu DNC kanu the corruption factor. Say if we are able to manage these two factors, Ghanaians will vote for you. Because Ghana for the American say the V8 somebody is driving will be found because
perception is Dr. Baumia not part of this government.
Oh, I know there
perception
perception and such corruption be a destination. Cecilia Dapa, yes, say Yaku Sika one in them. Coming under the MPP ni obi me nam high obi atop petrol amami. So obi akohu Sika work Cecilia Dapa dem a say MPP or head of headquarters le akohu sika. Because corruption has its destination. Me dey be American say yeah I'm a minister. Me I campaigned fought. Nante Petra ye di call round no enya me ana meto enya wa na auto there obi ma osika se fato. So you worked to ensure that MPP want power and MPP win power yet to be fire nyina nya minister for ebia agri kinti and ye yi nipa ba ko so nkoye minister for agri yet to be fire nyina nya minister for sanitation ti and ya fa ba ko so nkoye minister for sanitation. When you are given that position and you did not perform, the MPP will defend itself. I am a communicator. When I sit on radio, no BBC. I'm telling you, with the Cecilia Dapa issue, Padi TA me on NEET FM. The BR of friend said, hey, Charlie, he respected me that day. My solution, my answer was simple. Me pacho, munim baby amukofa esikam. I say Cecilia Dapa fie. Na me pacho munim ni number. Why should the MPP party be the one defending the wrong of an individual MPP member that through my effort has been given an opportunity? Say ono so onko sum o mine onko sum anye free yatua ne ka ya man V8 ya man office ya man fie ya man telephone on fankasa ya man. So after giving you all this, when you go and mess up, why should I be the one answering for you? Yeah, I don't believe that. Miminji anuni. It can be my personal opinion, fine. But Minji Anuni, in fact, say you're starting holding Crawford responsible for the opportunities given them. And no, Bible say to whom much is given, much is expected. Mimi nam hai, abayin mami any direct job. Aname boy, me projects now. The ebeji, obiama me she, me ti hai, me ti me baby. When I go and get him inclined or cloning me, me.
Ernest, they're okay.
Me koto amna me.
So we see for moi, Dr. Baumia, fine gentleman, as against John Mahama, former president. So we compare me and we say Dr. Baumia for me in terms of corruption, and they said we're carrying on way ahead of Ura Mahama. But all my work for not talk about MPP. MPP for one day, better bet ya.
So that's what we have to work for.
Agyapong those days, when you're there, more can. the omo kanyina no MPP for no and MPP for no
Adentina second the Agyapong no MPP ni Benko 4% back why
okay
one is he's seen to be an anti-corruption figure between Mahama and Bawumia me say sa campaign no the beku the idea betumi akọ against Owura Bawumia ye baako pe say ne nkrofo a omu ben no enkoye vindictive no mu beka say this is an MPP election, let's go as MPP. Because the Mahama Jinaha, now the Bawumia Jinaha. Where is the way? Omomi Noya Omampenia Bedi Echireda. Yes. Mahama Yo Omampenia Bedi Echireda, the same Mahama na as Omampenia Bedi Echireda, and Okoto Ambraya Baya, Urata, Atamel say, you're investigating. The same, what can you put your finger on? Say, Ura Mahama Ya Omampenia Bedi Echireda. No. Say to me, we can say mobile money interoperability or no Mahama as Mampeni. Yes, or be went to me and I can give you $1 million. Nyama Owura Bawumia as vice president. What in a tech? Me for Mampeni, forget about Mampeni, and me say Ghana for the only thing going against another akufo-addo.
And this is pushing the economy. I mean also economic wizard and so the economy what it is. Why no more pushy at the core?
I answer your question. If we improve the dollar, the measures I take here with the DDP, it has worked. I'm telling you, it's working. The new budget, that's why I said, Mimi Mampenia, I'll take one step back. And I will let the new leader of the MPP as a party, or no dear, and yes, I own Jaimanu, yes, Anna Maker, only on thing that bakupe. One, not Owura Bawumia, even if this is the drastic thing, even if Obi wo abai we mo Owura Bawumia adwene ye ne say, or no pair or no Owura Bawumia. Sa nipa kro no ye yini nsi nchen o ma no kwan no ye onfa tumi no e ma ne kakra na se obi wo ho no mu a ti se ye ko ready budget se budget no bibi wom no Owura Bawumia e wa adwenkyere foforo ana ne team no e wa adwenkyere foforo bi wo ho a o ma no kwan no implement it. Nanado has finished his work.
But I say my main kind of messages are relevant to the discussion in Afi and to us. So Sylvester sorry good morning, and he says I remember drawing the attention of one of the campaign managers about this shortfall in Ken's presentation. It is good your guest is admitting it was an issue. We all spoke about his future, and it is beginning from now. His presence or absence from Bawumia's campaign will make different impact concerning his future. Good morning. No, you know, I agree. Say that chance 70. Okay, I be no more NTS, but that chance 70. Say, maybe now we are not washing. This one says good analysis by Ernest, but with numbers expanded, Honorable Ken will still have made it notwithstanding. In other words, the voter population of about 200,000, which was restricted, gave Honorable Ken 37% plus. But don't forget his popularity extends further to the teeming grassroots supporters who are waiting on the fence to vote in 2024. This is because they were not part of the executive voted.
These are facts. Yeah. That's why we say he should send a message to him. He has a future within the party. And me Obia and Adrian say Honorable Ken will be relevant. He doesn't know the man. He doesn't know him. Odimna say he is one person. When he says I want it, he pushes for it. But he himself, I said, I'm not talking about people who follow him. I'm saying on one Kasa, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong should know that he has a tomorrow. Yeah. He should work towards it.
But I say, I say Ghana had a Black Friday na a Franco Trading Enterprise. A free and free 13th Yomi and the aircraft of Pimbusum we one money more Tony now so 40% 40% enya agro. And this are now minimum prices now. Just go and check. Phones are hold air condition 1.5 horsepower, they copy 2.5. Fridges are would name tabletop fridges. Speakers are would name boa mefie kama on my spinners moko kotobie. Washing machines are hold 8 kg and they copy 10 kg. Afi television are hold 32 inches and they copy 65 inches. Franco shops ninyi na obekọ no niema no yate so 40%. Oko online a sa niema ninyi na nso so obehu wo francotrading.com www.francotrading.com kai na share nso sebe ya bibia ebeye kama ede ama kai na share nso ma o emawre mfi enso se Franco Trading Enterprise me mo amane se o main office no wadabraka woni Roxy Cinema na ehwe animu na eno nso aka ya share nso 0246 422338 0246 422338 na ne Franco Trading Enterprise eni enkomo Ernest ko anim ye kwa wia no for conclusion and family but parliamentary primaries the bass so almost chance here from often constituency more
you can first batch
okay
we just have to work harder me so adeba kwa me hu say parliamentary primaries so you're managing a year. I think so far the party has done very, very well. Party no abo modern ayirene ho say bibia beko wano ekototin bibia ye fine in the presidential no. In the parliamentary no so no me gidi say ombe make sure say bibia ebeko ye. We have a battle to fight. Or we have a war to fight. This small battles shouldn't give us problems. Obia oye bibia ensem fatano ese party for to me e ka kire ne say masa kwan ya wonam so ne nye obia okoye ways and means bia azag wagadro bia omo friend obeka say politics bia no party no ntumi nkan kire nipa ne say masa de wo ye no e de oye ne e de how e be bre ye nyina nti no munjai Oma omumfua obia opese oye wagadre obia so we CTMP na opese oye gaga anfa parliamentary ni hu hia me chen presidential parliamentary ni hu hia me pa because they say we have a parliament apai so parliament apai we no any slip gives the majority to the NDC for no the NDC for no so you know say once a parliamentary no air call form no presidential no so call form. It's very rare, say parliamentary no be form. Na presidential no still a was rule. Jise nanado penso inkwa. And I no ye nyina ye nim de ma presidential no even though our parliamentarians were falling no the presidential we were able to maintain over 500,000 votes. There is a reason ye nyina ye nim. Kwala ne ba mu it was expanded. Most of them have enjoyed free SHS. That free SHS program alone gave us some level of sustainability. Say our free SHS no confirm. But mesre umre. 1 minute. Free SHS. Ghana for me pamocho munti asye. Bibi koso wo Ghana hanne. Eye free SHS so mfa so. Ene de asemo a ye kan earlier na yes ye attribute to honorable Ken no. Na me kan say no kure no. Who share your political front no say ye nuanum sremfo abedos wo ho. Go to the universities, professors, doctors. Ye nuanum o mu free srem edos wo mpa. Why? Why? Exactly. Because of the decision Kwame Nkrumah made. Say Nkrofo way de ebia no omo mpa school ko. Say obekwa akọ yi ni bottom sika de atua school fees no. Ohian so na ehona medru so obeyi ni bottom sika e de akọ tua school fees na ho aye den ama wo mu nti mi ma wo nko school free owura mahama ko school free ana mebwa haruna num ne enhwe ba bia mrantie yi agina e wo man yi mu enti obi biara na adwene ye no dada na say free SHS emfaso ni so na free SHS no enye yie kakra na Kwame Nkrumah ye no ne so aso na eso mfaso na munhunu yi nti na adodie yi obi otutu na asebia no na onhwa adie yi on manani enko adie hu yi because let me tell you You are comparing Mahama and the current government. No, don't. Mahama say obviously 200 schools. According to Okujeto, the 200 schools, each one will cost 6.5 million. 6.5 million times 200, 1.3 billion. 1.3 billion, Owura Mahama and to me and raise 1.3 billion. Until Owura Mahama and to me and see dino, ultimately see dino emu 29. 29 now you see no Mahama pencil no. Now emu 14. Every World Bank for C14 at the chain, and I see 15. 15 you get fund the triaka into our get fund website. Say I'm in new say. Owura Haruna Kokan almost 126 now. Get fund was compelled to issue a statement. Statement no work. Ghana Web I mean say all the details are made mouse is here no. Issued by the Get Fund itself. If Owura Mahama couldn't raise 1.3 billion to pay for his 200 free SHS buildings, the E-blocks. Nana Addo Akufo-Addo is raising 2.2 billion every year, 2.2 billion, almost twice. 2.6 would have been twice what Mahama needed to build 200 schools. He's raising 2.2 billion every single year to pay for free SHS, and free SHS hasn't crashed. Adding but Sikano baby should be out the 2.2 billion. If somebody and to me and raise 1.3 and see 200 schools across the country in 4 years. NASA Obia to me raise 2.2 billion every year for the past 5 years on Jaya, he is still raising. Now we see what the Nipa now want to me and raise 1.3 billion, ever replacing Nipa now no raising 2.2 every year for 5 years. That's 6 billion were to me and raise within this time. Now we're in to me and raise. You are coming on to me and raise 1.3 never replace way. Master, we see the competition between Owura Bawumia and John Dramani Mahama is a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Now what can you know under Mahama na press up na me bet na studio high my kama menum nsam nyina na kania ni si so am blink ye na wo koye wo baba na wotumi ye na wo koye wo hairdresser na wotumi ye wa wo di kania ye adwuma bia no kania ni si so ba bia ye nya sika di tofa ngo di ye niama no ndc ni be ba be ka che say oh ye de ya solve dum so mu solve dum so say a o si makoto badge take or pay na badge na okoto ye na badge wo generator si wo dem ma kania obi aba or say ye opposition no say no ba bia NDC for be ka no FPP for amutie mu kan kire wo ye opposition no we Agyapong e ka kire NDC for say we don't have a problem with generation. Your problem is not generation because now ye caterpillar machines na what tema no wo ho asogri no ma ye bi akosombo ni ye mbubu no pondam ye mbubu no tiko the all is here mbubu no president Kufuor abeye bia ka ho ni nyina wo ho oman yi mu generation ni nyina ekoso the aka wo de beye ni say support no be to fan wo agum wantumi an to fan wo agum obi aba wa to fan wo na
I don't know how do you compare these two people?
Ernest.
The economy no worry na so there's no comparison. It's a no-brainer.
Ma men now I say na ni din komo just 2-3 minutes pe na ya sorry so your time no aso ama upon production catch them the time na so enti enya na yen sorry so eja no ma me a few minutes na me mfa enwie this short one say kan nipa na ye kan dia ma na de ha dwen kakra se wo Ghana ha esichire yare ye call Vigdan Herbal Clinic na ye din komo kakra de afri ho Dr. Penny Odano no ewa homa so doc ye mo acha no pen. Hello, morning. Hello, morning.
Hello, morning.
Boko dear. Okay, that's an oppressor. So, you nim say afibia wo ebra yade ehwe yare bia ne time eba na yedi hon komo afiwe diabetes ya se ne bra yedi hon komo no aso mo na mo wo apomuden aso ye no mu sanete. Hello, what you mean?
Yeah, hello, yeah, I don't meet you.
Maybe some say yes, the diabetes home como na what you are you sanity.
Patron, now what you are me diabetes na. We are seeing you do home.
ɛdeɛ na ama afei ho akɔhia sesa yare wiase nyina bɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ
Pacho maintain kan.
ɛdeɛ na ama saa yare ɛho akɔhia sɛ wiase nyina bɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ saa bere
Okay, diabetes yare bia ekum a hard drain pan and it's complications so you're very very deadly. Interna it's a major concern our health sector. Yeah, interna such diseases no you're fat a week and even sometimes a month now you can't wasem a bit to say prostate week, prostate month and breast cancer awareness, diabetes so yeah, one disease you can't was because of the kind of impact that the morbidity rate, the mortality rate now, as in the way I come nipa, we are saying in China, your fat diabetes, I can't was
okay, idea na mobe pese moma share no Ghana for Sabria, di Hong Kong, Ghana for Betiasi.
Pacho say,
me say idea na moma share and Sabria, we are seeing di Hong Kong. Dear na more Vegdan for mobile person man for a betiasi, Ghana for betiasi or diabetes on.
Okay, before I know, I want people to know say diabetes no. If you be name what particularly diabetes, diabetes area. Obia ni sugar a cholesterol more than normal. Any diabetes. Ena ye kan ho ase piano na diabetes no ye wo types e wo ho pacho utie
me tie o to aso
diabetes no ye wo types ye wo type 1 and type 2 type 1 ne de no most cases no in your childhood no ye autoimmunity your childhood na unya but type 2 no ena ye to me prevent but ya your lifestyle no ena ye de kofaba. That's the type 2 diabetes, no. Into type 1, we don't to prevent it because from a child, we call a manner, unyaye, into a different, but type 2, no, your lifestyle, you leave it, and a coffasa diabetes, no, that type 2 diabetes, no. Into the dank healthcare, no, this week, no, yeah, taking a lot of time to watch diabetic patients. Your appointments will be now. You share diabetes patients. You know your various tests. You waha. You check it. Say we diabetes because diabetes no. Complicated. We do on the sugar no. Or check ya. Also, but only diabetes because we do on the system. The rate and udidia na trigger the sugar no na cause. But I'm not interested in family or diabetes. Since the dank healthcare this week, they are dedicated diabetes patients. Into that's one thing. Major discount test. Mom discount those with diabetes. No, it's because of diabetes celebration. No.
A German for Hushamu, a fine on Behomo.
Oh, the dank healthcare. You were Spintex. You were Coca-Cola. Out Spintex. We do Coca-Cola one about to me. I use Google Map and I'll bet me beside anyone around on Betro, the Bia Vegdank. Yawo.
Yaka, Obia, there was sober, and now Obia and Adrian say be or situate area.
Oh, Obia diabetes, no, the way you know, a bar who said them who say diabetes because science, no. Before we bring us our science now, it's about diabetes. Now we drew stage BR. Since our young friend, means even diabetes. There was a check it. Obia at least once a month. I was also checking sugar level. Once a month, they also check. Say we see level now our body mono at the same. I was so and I say our form a dangerous. Saying crack. Classing also Obian himself diabetes there 6 years so but our form crown more dangerous no into I was better na siama we was starting who say who feel signs of diabetes and na we check it also be at 2 and more now back Vegdank healthcare na obe checking sugar you say discount promotion because of celebration na economy.
Mami musa wenti time ben na moye adwuma ye mfe nkomo no mra na wie time ben na moye adwuma
Vicdan ke ye adwuma for Mondays to Saturdays 7 by 7 and panie or ya 0.5 holidays so ye adwuma pa.
Oh okay.
Inti Vicdan ke okay obi abet na ba be check ni sugar level because diabetes na ba ansa na obi hu signs bi to say you increase test as in obo is succumbing in temtem obo is succumbing in terms obo on nothing in ata obo junson temtem diabetes no can do stage bia when no hu ade yie e krotu a enko those are the complications of diabetes na obo on in bema no so and sorry all these things are complications of diabetes there was say to anamo na mo bana ye check you sugar ne say sugar no was so anase wo form anase okay na say your prescription amount not doctor not drop prescription amount say this is what you are supposed to do.
Okay, mama no asia no pay na ye na omanfo nso asese omo ATF from Vicdan herbal clinic ye da mo ase papa me gidi say omanfo beba na nkomo bia nso ho no mo ne omo edi Ernest Adade onso me da se obae thanks for coming production team so ye na obi abusuafo ha na edi dwuma die ni nyina esi medi e de amofa bo ache bre no ko nyame ya admo cha no pay be share